All right, welcome to The Explainer. Now, if you've ever built a web scraper, you know that feeling, right? You see those beautiful green success logs, and you think you've nailed it. But then weeks later, you find out you've just been collecting, well, garbage. Today, we're going to talk about that silent killer of data pipelines, the data graveyard.
Okay, so let's picture this. You've just deployed your shiny new scraping pipeline. You hit run, and you see this. Just a beautiful, glorious sea of green. Success after success. I mean, you're a genius, right? You've totally conquered the web.
But what if those green logs are lying to you? What if, while you're high-fiving yourself, your database is quietly turning into a total wasteland of useless data?
And there it is. This is the silent failure, the data graveyard. And if you've ever stared at a table that looks like this, you know that soul-crushing feeling. It is just the worst. You know, if that image just hit a little too close to home, help us out. We're trying to build a community of developers who are just tired of fighting these silent battles. So share this explainer. Our goal is to hit 10 subscribers by January 31st. And if we do, we're going to do a live deep dive session on building a totally bulletproof scraping pipeline together.
All right, so how does this even happen? How do we get from that screen full of beautiful green logs to a database that's just full of junk? Well, the culprit, honestly, is usually our own kind of simplistic approach to scraping the modern web.
I mean, we've all built this pipeline, haven't we? Your Scrapy spider goes out, does its thing, grabs the data, and just shoves it into a database. And then the logs, they sing in this sweet little song of success. But here's the big catch, right? Your logs are only telling you that the process ran. They're telling you absolutely nothing about the quality of the data you just spent all that time collecting. There's this one industry report that says websites aren't just static documents anymore. They're living, breathing applications. And that's so true. They change all the time. A tiny little tweak to the layout, a new captcha pops up, or maybe they just change how content loads, and for your scraper, that's like a silent heart attack. It looks like it's still running, but it's not actually pumping any real data.
And that right there, that's the core of the problem. We get so focused on making sure our scrapers run that we totally forget to ask if they're actually working. So it's time to change that. We've got to shift our focus from just logging that an activity happened to actually measuring the health of our data.
Okay, so what's the solution here? Well, we need to give our scraping pipeline a nervous system. Yeah, that's it. We need to give it the ability to feel what's happening, so it can tell us when something's wrong, when it's in pain. And in the world of engineering, we have a fancy word for this: observability.
So let's break that down. What does this actually mean in practice? Well, we can use awesome tools like Prometheus to grab real-time metrics from our scraper and then use something like Grafana to turn all that data into a beautiful, easy-to-read dashboard. So instead of just staring at a boring log file, you get what's basically a real-time EKG for your data pipeline.
And you see, this is a huge shift in how we think about our scrapers. Logging, that's like reading an autopsy report. It just tells you what went wrong after the patient is already gone. But observability, that's like having a real-time health monitor strapped to them. It tells you the second they start getting sick, so you can actually step in and do something before it's too late. And a really simple but super powerful way to do this is with the RED method.
Okay, now this is where it gets really cool. With just 3 simple metrics, you can diagnose almost any problem with your scraper. Seriously, we track the R of our requests, the E of errors we're getting, and the D of duration of those requests. So think about it. If the rate suddenly drops, you're probably getting blocked. A big spike in errors? Yep, the website's layout probably changed on you. If the duration starts creeping up, the target site is probably struggling to keep up. It's that simple.
And this is where the magic happens. With a tool like Grafana, you can see all of this on a dashboard and set up alerts. So, the very second your scraper starts seeing a spike in, say, validation errors, bang, you get a notification. You could even set it up to automatically pause the scraper, stopping even a single byte of bad data from ever touching your database. It's literally like having a superhero guarding your data integrity.
And all of this brings us to what is probably the single most important lesson for any developer out there who's serious about building reliable data pipelines.
Look, in today's world of web scraping, it's just not enough to be a good programmer anymore. You have to be a good engineer. You have to build systems that aren't just functional, but are resilient, reliable, and, most importantly, trustworthy. I mean, just look at the massive difference in mindset. Before, we were just constantly putting out fires, right? Now, we can proactively monitor the health of our system. We've gone from building these fragile little scripts to engineering truly resilient pipelines. We finally stopped asking,
did it run? And we've started asking, is it healthy? And that, right there, is what it means to be a modern data engineer.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. Please stop worshiping the green logs. Stop blindly trusting that everything's okay just because your script didn't throw an error. You have to start building observability into your projects from day one. It's the difference between building a good scraper and building a great one.
Look, if any of this resonated with you, if you've ever felt that pain of a silent data failure, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. And you know what? Share this with another developer who you know needs to hear this message. And hey, if you want to be a part of a community of developers who are all about building better data pipelines, make sure you subscribe to Lolly Official. We have a ton of real-world engineering content just like this coming your way. Thanks so much for watching.